Gemstones. Culture. How y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Damn, this end of this year just going by so goddamn fast, y'all. I can't find my goddamn glasses. Sorry. It wasn't meant to be. If you guys haven't yet, check the website 250gemstones.com. Code www. Once again, www.250gemstones.com. Code. Check out my Spotify podcast, 250 Gemstones Culture. Y'all welcome, welcome, welcome. We got some crazy stuff going on up in here. Got to kick off the revolution. You got to kick it off, man. You got to give your best. Give your best every time. Give your best. Give your best. This is what this culture is all about. This is what 250 Gemstones is all about. We got to make moves, baby. We got to get this money. We got to get this mother effing bag. You feel me? Support your boy. If you don't have any money for merchandise, go ahead, support your boy. Cash App, $ Michael U. Let me tell you something about begging. This is not begging. Everybody on the internet, oh, you begging on cash. It's called crowdfunding. I put up content that you guys like, that you guys are interested in. In exchange, you guys support the channel through purchases or donations. With those donations, is putting back into the business, and the business continue to expand. And by the business continue to expand, we're able to help people because we give a certain percentage of our proceeds to helping the inner city youth in Dallas. So it's an exchange. It's not begging. It's business. You know what's crazy? Black people use the word begging. White people use the word crowdfunding. And I'm going with the white folks. It's crowdfunding. Okay. Okay. Crowdfunding. Let's get down to business. Stop with the bullshit. Let's go. Start with local news. I'm out here in Dallas. And for those of you who's your first time, I'm born and raised Sacramento. My second home is New Orleans, but I made a name for myself. Dallas, Texas. Love me some Dallas. Local news. Driver rescued box truck hanging off an Interstate 35 East Bridge near Victory Avenue. Let's see what's going on up in here. Hold on.
Training resource story unlike anything we have seen in North Texas in a very long time. Rescue workers pulling a truck driver to safety, dangling high above the ground. Some might call the save a miracle, but the men and women of Dallas Fire Rescue say the delicate operation was just part of the job. NBC5's Candace Sweat watched the rescue from the ground, looking up at the truck hanging from an elevated stretch of highway near downtown Dallas. She spoke with crews about what it took to reach that driver.
An emergency of this scale with this unique set of circumstances called for a specialized team. That team, highly trained, is responsible for getting the truck driver out to safety. But it was a race against the clock and gravity. Deputy Chief Christian Hinojosa says it wouldn't have taken much to completely change how this ended.
Had the integrity of that box truck given way at any point, that could have resulted in a much more catastrophic outcome.
For hours, this was the scene at the interchange of North Stemmons Freeway and the Dallas North Tollway. A box truck dangling over the edge of a bridge. Crews with the first...
That's people speeding. Look, I used to love driving, yo. I used to love driving. But, man, these people be driving crazy. These people be driving crazy. I mean, this box truck is dangling on the side of the bridge. His ass probably drunk. His old lady, he probably caught his old lady cheating on him with his brother or his uncle. Nasty hoe. I never seen bitch so nasty.
Priority of rescuing the driver, then carefully removing the truck.
How do we extricate a patient from a very dangerous scene?
The call came in around 2:30 in the afternoon. A wreck had happened, and a Sherwin-Williams box truck was hanging off the overpass with the driver still inside. First responders had a rescue mission on their hands, requiring several pieces of equipment and highly trained personnel. After stabilizing the truck in a resting position, urban search and rescue technicians were called.
They used a series of ropes, harnesses, pulleys, stabilizing struts, chains, winches. All of these things ultimately stabilized that box truck.
Dallas Fire Rescue positioned a ladder below the overpass to lift the technicians up to the cab of the truck. When they reached the driver, they put him in a harness, hooked him up to a rope system, and lifted him to safety.
Hooked his ass up. Can y'all believe that? So this nigga is in the truck and they had to get all this equipment. They had to get special people to get his ass up out the truck because he acting a fool. And that's scary on the bridge that they yanked this nigga out the truck. Damn. That's why I say I hate driving. So I used to love driving, cruising down the freeway, bumping my music. Oh nigga, he still cruising down the street in my 6'4".
A mission that required quick thinking and hours of extra training.
Getting the harness on them quickly, opening the door to a vehicle that's dangling over an overpass at a 45-degree angle required a tremendous amount of specialization, training, resources, and I'd say a ton of courage from our guys.
Then there was the task of removing the trunk, which came some 3 hours later.
If that box truck had been another 100 feet, he would have plummeted down below and it would have been a much different outcome today.
We're told that truck driver was dangling roughly 70 feet above ground. That's about 5 stories high. He is expected to be okay as he recovers at the hospital tonight. There was another driver involved. That person was taken to the hospital as well and is also expected to be okay. In Dallas, Candace Sweat, NBC5.
Let me tell y'all something, man. It used to be a time where you can just cruise and enjoy yourself, cruise by your stuff, cruise with the homies, cruise with your beautiful woman. And today, people just drive so goddamn crazy. Well, all I have to say is when y'all out there, man, y'all be careful. The goal is to get back home in one piece. The goal is to get back in one piece. Let's see what else is going on. Man, out here is going on in Virginia. Man believed to have fired, this according to APnews.com. Man believed to have fired shots before a Virginia house exploded, died in the blast. So a man fired shots. Let's see, man believed to have fired shots before a Virginia house exploded and he died in the blast. So he was shooting. Let's see what's going on here. So he was shooting his gun, and then the house blew up on this dumbass. Let's see. Some officers received.
Well, I was sitting in my living room watching television, and the whole house.
It's a white man
sound
speaking.
Concussion. It wasn't an earthquake kind of tremor, but the whole house shook, and I could hear noises from things on the second floor. Noises from stuff shaking up there. And I thought a tree had fallen on the house. And I've got 2 huge trees out front. Went out and checked them. No, that wasn't a problem. Went out back, and I didn't see anybody else's trees falling down. And so then I went outside, and I saw people heading down the street.
Huge explosion. Hey, man, what's the rest of the... Hold on. Guess we got to do some reading. It's Arlington, Virginia. The owner of Virginia house that exploded as police tried to execute a search warrant is believed to have died in the blast. Officials said Tuesday as details emerged about numerous grievances he expressed against neighbors and others on social media and in lawsuits. James Yu, they think he Asian. It's an Asian homie. Was identified by Arlington County Police Chief Andy Penn at a news conference as a person whose actions brought police to the Arlington home after he fired a flare-type gun from inside the house into the neighborhood more than 30 times. So he was busting a flare gun over 30 times. Okay. Let's see. Penn said police responded to the house about 4:45 p.m. Monday after receiving reports of shots fired. When attempts to communicate with you were largely unsuccessful, police obtained a search warrant. Yeah, they got to take his ass in. You can't be out there just busting flare guns. As officers breached the door to enter the home, the suspect fired multiple gunshots from within the house. He said it wasn't clear where in the house the shots were coming from or what the suspect was firing at. Soon after that, just before 8:30 p.m., the house exploded, shooting flames and debris into the air in a blast that was felt for miles. Ooh. We got some audio, y'all. We got some audio. Let's see.
A massive explosion has leveled a house in Arlington, Virginia. The incident began Monday afternoon at a duplex in Washington, D.C.'s Virginia suburbs when Arlington County Police responded to reports of shots fired, which they later determined came from a flare gun. Several hours later, as police attempted to serve a search warrant, the suspect inside the house fired several rounds inside, and then the house exploded.
The whole house shook from the sound concussion.
Neighbor Bob Maines tells the AP he thought maybe a tree had fallen on his house.
So then I went outside and I saw people heading down the street.
Video of the incident shows a sudden blast that threw timbers and fire high in the air and collapsed the house instantly. Captain Nate Heiner with the Arlington County Fire Department says they don't yet know the cause of the explosion. Federal investigators are assisting. Jennifer.
I wonder if he had a gas connection. I'm pretty sure if he's shooting rounds like that, it was a gas connection somewhere. It was a gas connection somewhere.
King, Washington. A massive explosion has...
Man. An investigation into the cause of the explosion is ongoing. Assistant Fire Chief Jason Jenkins said authorities turned off gas service to the home and evacuated nearby residents, including people who lived in the other part of the duplex, about 90 minutes before the explosion. So they did cut the gas. That's what I was saying. They did cut the gas off. You guys want to read the rest of it? If you guys want to read the rest of this article, apnews.com. Y'all go ahead and check this out. I just want to say people losing their minds out here. A lot of people don't feel they have nothing to live for. A lot of people feel like, you know, you may be going through a divorce, you may be going through something catastrophic. And a lot of people just don't know how to deal with pain. A lot of people don't know how to deal with rejection. You know, a lot of people don't know how to deal with these type of things. You got to remember, I always approach things like nobody has to do anything for me. And I think that a lot of people set themselves up for failure in life because they're just so entitled. They're just so entitled, and they believe like entitled in the sense of if I like a girl, I'm entitled. Well, it's because of me. She's supposed to like me back. No, she doesn't have to like you back. Oh, because I put so many years into this job, I feel I should get a promotion. No, you're not going to get the promotion. Who's to say you're going to get the promotion? So I always approach things with hard work. I put my best foot forward, and I just look at it like, okay, now if I put my best foot forward and things are not shaking, then I have every right to move or shake up the scene. You know, but to automatically assume, expect things to fall into place every time, no. Most of the time, sure, but you know, a lot of people don't know how to handle life. Life can just be overwhelming sometimes. Why life can be overwhelming. That's why I love doing these lives. I love talking to y'all because I can able to vent and keep my sanity. A lot of people losing their mind. This man, we don't know why he was shooting his flare guns. Then he was shooting real guns. I'm like, he's losing it. It's obvious this man's losing it. I don't know if he lost his girlfriend. I don't know if he lost somebody in the family, but this nigga is losing it. And he lost it. And then he blew himself up in the goddamn house. Wouldn't it be easier just to get some therapy? Wouldn't it be easier just to get some damn help? A lot of people out here ain't doing so good. A lot of people, they need help. A lot of people, they just need help. They need guidance. They need love. It's just, he threw his life away. He blew himself up. And if the house didn't blow up, the police is gonna shoot his ass. The police are gonna shoot his ass because he out there busting guns, flare guns. Those flare guns can cause fires all over the neighborhood. So he bust 30 rounds from the flare gun, and then he ran his ass into the house, and then he started busting a real gun. So the officers said they shut off the gas, but they still don't understand why the house blew up. He blew himself up in the goddamn house. He lost his damn life. Gone. Finito. Out of here. Let's move on. International news. Let's see what's going on in this international news. So, just think about your family. You won't be even give him a proper burial because I don't know how the body is after it blows up. Just horrific. Who? Let's see what's going on in the rest of the world. Let's see. We will always. I don't know why I get so close to this camera. Let me back my ass up. South Africa. Let's see. This is according to voanews.com. A decade after Mandela's death, South Africa in decay. Johannesburg. Nelson Mandela was a global icon who inspired the world, spending 27 years in prison for his fight against South African apartheid regime and going on to become the country's first black president. Former comrades family analysis say Mandela, who died 10 years ago, would have been disappointed in the state of South Africa today. South Africa ain't looking too good, y'all. South Africa's in shambles, looking like Hollygrove down there. Mandela, arguably the world's best known and most beloved South African, died on December 5th, 2013 at the age of 95. His greatest achievement was bringing freedom and democracy to South Africa and his African National Congress, or ANC party, after decades of brutal white minority rule. So how in the hell do white folks take over a country that's predominantly black? God damn. So it's not just the African American problem, it's a problem in Africa. How in the hell white folks are still taking control of goddamn a country that's predominantly black, just like New Orleans? How in the hell a few white folks still controlling all them niggas down there? That's crazy. Shout out New Orleans. He forgave his former enemies and ushered in one of the world's most progressive constitutions. South Africa was seen as a moral example and beacon of hope worldwide. Mandela served one term in office. Even before his death, however, while he was in retirement, his once storied ANC had become embroiled in corruption scandals, most notably under one of his successors, former President Jacob Zuma. Jacob Zuma needs his ass whooped. Jacob Zuma needs his ass whooped. How about that? Needs his ass whooped. Today, critics accuse the party of only caring about self-enrichment and failing to deliver a better life for most of South Africa's impoverished citizens. They don't care. That's why I say I gotta get the money by any means. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They say Madiba, as he was widely known, would have been disappointed. Peter Hain was a friend to Mandela and noted anti-apartheid activist whom apartheid security forces attempted to assassinate with a letter bomb in 1972. So white folks wasn't playing. They wanted South Africa. They wanted South Africa. He would have been absolutely appalled at the decay in the country, the continued rampant corruption, including by some cabinet ministers who are members of his own proud African National Congress. Many other ANC stalwarts and surviving Mandela contemporaries declined to comment. However, one of the statement's grandsons, Daba Mandela, echoed the view that Mandela would have been disappointed. Let's see, levels of unemployment are very, very high at about 32.5%. That's a third of the people. That's over. No, that's a third. 33%. Yeah, it's about a third. More importantly, inequality has deepened. So has poverty. Infrastructure, whether it's water infrastructure, road infrastructure, energy infrastructure, has collapsed. Next year marks 30 years since the first democratic elections in South Africa, and voters will head to the ballot box once again. Numerous polls are suggesting the ANC will lose its majority for the first time. Once again, you guys want to check out this article, voanews.com. This is crazy. So when they say that African Americans ain't getting their stuff together, well, the Africans ain't got their stuff together. corruption. That's what I said. At the end of the day, it's not about skin color. It's about intentions and motives. And hopefully, Africa can get their stuff together. Africa has been riddled with corruption, and we can't just single out Africa. It's all over the world. But when I'm talking about Africans versus African Americans, they always point out how African Americans or blacks, whatever you want to call it, they don't. The African Americans don't have any business sense. The African Americans are corrupt. The African Americans don't do good business. Their intentions are not for the people. That's the narrative that's being pushed. So it's obvious that it's not just the African Americans, it's the Africans too that's coming over here. It's the Africans that's in their homeland. The continent of Africa is filled with corruption. There's no way that the country is predominantly black, but a white minority rules. And then when the blacks do get a little bit of power, they mess it up. So at the end of the day, we got to hold ourselves accountable. We got to build. I would love to see Africa build. I'd love to see Africa take full control. But in order for that to happen, it has to be like godly men and women. It has to be people with great motives. It has to be people not only good at heart, that have to be willing to apply that pressure on a nigga ass. Because in this world, if you want something done, you got to put foots in somebody's ass. You got to put foots in somebody's ass. So that's just the way it goes. You got to keep your emotions in check. You got to keep your mind on the overall goal, what's the best for the people. And once you get that, because once you're on the trajectory of progress, there's always going to be enemies and foes because they disagree with how you're moving and they have their own agenda. So when you have an agenda and somebody else have an agenda, it's going to clash. I'm like this: let the bitch clash, let it clash, because I'm gonna win every time. I'm going to win every time. I'm gonna get on your ass every time. Because if my plan to work, if I have something that's going to benefit us for the long run, and you coming around here with the foolishness, you got to get crushed. Get up out of here. Let's talk about some money. I got 8 minutes. Let's talk about some money. Money. Money, money, money. Money. Money, 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 money. I'm being an entrepreneur. I got to get this, baby. It's time to move. Let's see. Oh, New York, New York, New York. It's like it's getting dark. Put on some light. Oh, New York, baby. I always wanted to go see New York. But New York has been so trifling. Lord, it's so damn expensive. Oh, Lord. I don't know if that helps. Yeah. This is according to GoBankingRates.com, baby. 500,000 New Yorkers fled the state in search of lower cost of living. Here's where they went. This is according to Adam Palacinio. I think that's Italian. Palacinio. As Americans contend with elevated costs, high inflation, and the reality of continued remote work options, many in today's economy are searching for a lower cost of living, and that includes New Yorkers. New York State and New York City in particular is one of the most expensive areas in the nation. The pain of high costs in today's economy has led to thousands of New Yorkers moving to other states with a lower overall cost of living. One of the most expensive parts of living in New York is housing costs. Zumper highlighted that the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan is $4,225. Did I read that correctly? Whoa, let's back it up. Hey, nigga, let's back it up. Back it up, my nigga. Let's say Zumper highlighted that the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Manhattan is $4,225. Look it. And then they tell women that you don't need no man. Who you fooling? Stop with the bullshit. Yes, you do. Hell, and that man needs a woman too. You see these goddamn prices? $4,000 for a one bedroom. Oh my god! And New York is nasty, ain't it? Ain't New York nasty? Nasty motherfucker. Hell no. Hell no. A nice home is what, 1,500. That's like two mortgages. This represents an 8% increase compared to 2022. With data points like this, it's no surprise that so many New Yorkers are looking to go elsewhere. Do you blame them? What kind of shit is this? New Yorkers are moving to other states. US Today reported that roughly 545,500 residents left New York for other states in 2022. So over 500,000 people left New York, y'all. According to the U.S. Census Bureau, the New York trend reflects a larger trend in the U.S. that has been happening for the past several years. On a nation scale, it was reported that the number of people who have moved from the state to another rose from close to 7.9 million people in 2021 to almost 8.2 million people in 2022. Which states did New Yorkers have to, and which states did New Yorkers move to, and which states did they avoid? I don't know why they worded it like this. The top 4 states that the New Yorkers moved to were Florida, New Jersey, Connecticut, and Pennsylvania. The least popular destinations were Wyoming, Montana, Iowa, and Mississippi. New York, what the hell what's going on out there in New York? $4,000 for a one bedroom? Have you lost your fucking mind? Are you crazy? $4,000 for a one bedroom? Excuse my French. I had a slight heart attack just reading that. I had a slight heart attack just reading that bitch right there. Whoo! And they want young ladies, women to go out into this world. Student loans, car loans. Then you got to pay for the apartment, medical expenses, dental. Where everybody, probably get to dental. I don't know what your personal health is, but you got to spend money on yourself, clothes, food. How the hell a woman supposed to do this all by herself? It's hard for a grown man to do it, but we're designed to do it. We're the providers. We have that ability and logic. Women do too, but it's not in their nature to go face the world, facing all this, being stressed out. Men are designed to take on this stress. Every day it's a challenge. Every day is pressure. Get off your motherfucking ass and make it happen. Make it happen quick. Life is short. $4,000, y'all, for a one bedroom. 4,225. They might have lost their mind. Let's do a funny story, and I gotta go because I gotta hit up other social media sites. I want to say thank y'all. If those of you have watched to this point, those of you that has been supporting me up until this point, thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Yeah, y'all watching this nigga work. Y'all putting me to work, y'all. Y'all putting me to work. Y'all putting me to work. Let's see. Girl, you know how to work me all night and day. All night and day. Oh, baby. Putting this nigga to work. Oh, look at this little deer. This according to apnews.com. A deer broke into New York, Jersey elementary school. Its escape. I'm almost finished. Do I need it? Do I need it? Let me see. Yeah, I need a little juice. Hold on, y'all. I'm having some technical difficulties. I ain't talk like that till I move to the south. Some technical difficulties. A deer broke into New York, Jersey elementary school. Its escape was caught on police body cam. Eliminate all this crap. All this stuff. No, I don't want all this stuff. Woo, look at the little deer. New Jersey got deers. A New Jersey elementary school had an unexpected visitor over the Thanksgiving holiday weekend. A man called the police that he saw a deer jump through a window on November 25th in Cedar Grove Elementary School in Toms River. Police helped guide the animal out of the building before it ran away. So New Jersey got woods? Y'all let me know, New Jersey. Y'all got woods? That deer broke into the goddamn school. Maybe the deer trying to learn something. It's obvious the kids don't want to learn nothing. Maybe the little deer trying to get his little graduation on. You never know. I don't know. I'm not big on outdoors. Like, I don't know. No, I am, but it's just like I like to do it smart. Like I'm not gonna go out there and go up and just go pet anything. I like to keep my distance. And and if a deer or some a wolf or a bear want to run up with the foolishness, you gotta keep something on you to lay it down. But watching nature is cool. Watching big animals from afar, being afar like 50 feet away, just watching them eat fish or watching the wolves and stuff. Just do what they do. I think that's pretty cool. But I didn't know New Jersey had woods like that for deers and stuff to be hopping into classrooms. That I know if that deer would have did that while the kids were there, I know them kids would have been. I think some kids would have been frightened. Some kids would have been like, "That's hella cool." And like I say, everybody responds different to different situations. School staffers boarded up the window and cleaned up after the deers escaped. The officers eventually used the dog snare to get the deer out of the classroom. It soon fled the building the way it got in. Authorities said the animal didn't appear to be seriously injured. Man, all the little deer. Well, y'all, that's it for today. I got other stuff to do, but I just want to say thank y'all before I go. 250 Gemstones Culture. We got to run it up. Spread the word about this channel. It's nothing but love over here, nothing but positivity. We pushing that front line. I got more skits coming. I got more projects coming for y'all. I'm about to get to it right now, y'all. I want to make you laugh. I want to make you think. I want to bring the best out of y'all. Bring the best out of us. Bring the best out of the culture. I feel this is a beautiful generation. We have so much to offer the world. We got so much to offer, but we got to put our feet on the world's neck. We gotta put our feet on the world's neck. Don't take no shit. Whatever you gotta do, do it. Wherever goals you're trying to accomplish them quickly. There ain't no time. There ain't no time. We gotta get it right now. We gotta get it right now. Hang out with your boy. Let's laugh. Let's talk. Let's talk. Let's hang out. Watch me on here. I'm on Instagram, Michael Porter _official. Facebook, Michael T. Porter. Y'all see this beautiful face. There's a lot of Michael T. Porters on there, but y'all see this beautiful face. Y'all see it's an avatar. Y'all see this beautiful face. Not an avatar. It's a cartoon of myself. Very beautiful face. I got a whole bunch of reels up there. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Twitter too. Y'all check me out on Twitter. Where else? Bigo. If you guys got the Bigo, I'm gonna be on Bigo too. So y'all check me out, man. I wish y'all the best. 250. Long live all the beautiful things we fight for. Truth, direction, and serenity. I'm gone.